Good morning. Horrible human beings, the food Bermuda Triangle episode. And before I get started, we at Horrible Human Beings believe in great health. Health is wealth. If you're paying attention, I recently quit smoking. Um, Going into the third month of that, trying to eat healthy and lower the A1C, the cholesterol, and all that. Uh, Very beneficial to living longer, and but there's so many other bad habits that you need to cut out once you. But you can start with cigarettes, and God forbid if you're doing anything worse than cigarettes, pills ain't what's popping, and there ain't no such thing as healthy heroin. So quit all of that, and then work your way down like a pyramid. But today's episode is about the food Bermuda Triangle. And it's weird. And before I even get into that, let me just say, my lady is into juicing. So with my new focus on health, I say, I'm gonna go with you to the store. We can buy some of these organic things that you need to properly juice. When you get to the organic store, why does it smell like where the hippos live at the zoo? It has that aroma. It's very very earthy. I would say this is what witchcraft smell like. If I had to describe it like anything, like seriously, you can tell somebody out of the 24 people that work in the store is a Wiccan. They honestly like they don't believe in a traditional God. Somebody who called Earth Gaia. It's one of them places. I swear to God, when I went to the register, just being stupid, I asked the dude working there. I was like, man, do y'all have any homemade candles? He was like, yeah, bro, they're right there. Back in aisle 3. I looked at my lady, I said, I just said that to laugh. I said, man. So it looked like they got homemade candles that they make, but it's all type of organic food that's healthy. It's chickens and cows that was raised smiling. Everything. Everything for you. But why I call it the Bermuda Triangle is you have to go very far out to get it. But in some zip codes, in some communities, it's within 10 minutes. The craziest thing is when you're in a developing community, and I don't mean gentrification like where they took a piece of the hood and they making it, they tearing it down, moving people out, rebuilding better apartments, and they slip a Starbucks in right there on the outskirts. No, I'm talking about a place that maybe 10 to 15 years ago was nothing but just straight farmland and acres, and somebody came in and said, you know what, let's turn this into a community. Let's put $500,000, $600,000 houses, maybe even got a couple million and a half, $2.1 million houses. But let's make a whole community. So it's every franchise in the world. You throw a rock, you're gonna hit 3 Chick-fil-A's. Seriously, I wouldn't. It don't even make that sense to open a Chick-fil-A right next to a Chick-fil-A, right next to a Chick-fil-A. But that's how the franchises is because it's a new developing community. And so let's say that the average median income on the low end is 130,000 in these communities. And let's say on the high end in this particular community, it's 240 or north of that. So that's pretty much the parameters you're working with. So everything is feasible to have the LA Fitness. You got your H&R Block. Like I said, you have every franchise. But when we get to the grocery stores, it's a Food Lion. You got your Safeways. You got your Giants, and that's generally that. You got a Shoppers Food Warehouse. So it's you got 4, 5, 6 options of all things that I've seen, coming up everywhere. But I noticed that there was no Whole Foods and there was no Trader Joe's. And the crazy thing is where I had left from with my lady, that's where I discovered Trader Joe's and all of the Birkenstocks going on in there. But everybody heard about Whole Foods, but not everybody has seen a Whole Foods. To some people it's common, to some people it's just a name that they hear somewhere. The crazy thing was with all of this money that represents, I would think, isn't it a good idea to open a Whole Foods here? Whoever does the analytics for what's a good business plan and feasible profits. But some kind of way, it seems that Trader Joe's isn't a franchise, and apparently Whole Foods isn't either. The company has to decide that it's worth it. And oddly enough, they decided that it's not worth it here. And I can't be the only one to think that. I said, wow, they got everything else here. There's at least 3 beauty supply stores that look like big as Disneyland Japan, but no Whole Foods, no Trader Joe's. And surely you had to go a little bit, drive a little bit to get to the Organic Moms, which named the store. But it has virtually no competition. So they can sell you 46 different types of granola. Uh, they got black bean everything, black bean milkshakes, black bean lotion, Vaseline for your face, just everything organic and healthy. But they're the only person who took a chance, and I would think that they have everything here, Marriott's, everything you could think of. More Subways than you knew existed. Best Buys, Targets, Walmarts, car dealerships, no Whole Foods, and no Trader Joe's. And I wonder why, because if it's not about money, then it must be have another defining factor. And I can understand, and I look at it like this: if there was a place that I knew liquor is going to sell good, Hennessy, Tito's, Heineken, St. Ives, when that was selling, it's going to sell good, and it sells better, it damn near sell better than food. It makes sense to have 5 liquor stores, just good business sense, maybe not ethical, to have 5 liquor stores in a 7-block radius. And it's enough profits for everybody eating, everybody doing good off of that. Because it makes good business sense. But you go somewhere else where maybe that's not selling, maybe it's wine, maybe it's organic food or grass-fed pigeons, who knows? Why? What is the defining dynamic or the deciding dynamic beyond profitability that determines where you put your stores to locate? And that's really why I call it the food Bermuda Triangle, because you come in here and coming in it areas everything else, but those things disappear. And that really could go for more than that. So this is Horrible Human Beings, the Food Bermuda Triangle episode. Also, stay healthy, eat right, juice if you can, but quit them bad habits.